Have you ever gone to a plaza or a food court and found that all the restaurants are owned by the same people? Ladies and gentlemen, today we're discussing market synergy. You see, lads, there's this idea that in order to be successful in business, you have to be better than every single competitor. And that's not true. Sure, in air travel or banking, that might be the case. However, if we're selling chips, if we're making sandwiches, if we're doing smoothies, if we're renting football fields, not the case. And the thing about having a niche is that sometimes it doesn't work, bro. Like, there were days where the popcorn was moving slowly, dog. So then I go to my boy and I'm like, slide me some of your chappies and sherbet, plug you with some of my popcorn, and then we can bundle these things, start selling them nicely. He was like, bet. That's when the rate of sales really went up. And even more so after we introduced PS bars. Because now people are coming even during class. Hey dog, do you still have those chocolates, dog? Do you still have those chocolates, dog? So then now you start to see the habits of the consumer base, you know? They like to get chappies, sherbet, and chocolates in the morning, popcorn later in the day. And we figured out that the way to move the most stuff possible is to have more people on the floor. Which means you have to vet people, you know, because everyone's not a salesman. Everyone's not gonna know how to get the right deal. Some people are pushovers. They're gonna let you negotiate all my profit away, bro. That's how some people work, dog. Some people are not comfortable saying no when a customer has unrealistic expectations, bro. Some people have a problem saying no to money. So the lesson here is you don't need to compete with everybody. Some people are your future teammates and you can create a dynasty with them, bro. To this day, Oaks are still calling each other up with new ideas, with new ventures, bro, with new possibilities. I feel like once you get into logistics and systems thinking, the world is yours, bro, because you know the how. You just have to figure out a why and what. You can't be too prideful to ask for help, lads. You know, you gotta look at people who are doing better than you and say, brother man, could you help me out? Well, not even can you help me out, can we help each other out, dog? Because now we're like, dog, why are we fighting over the same 600 people? Like, realistically, you know what I'm saying? If we were just one big thing, we could have all the profits. And now, if we're two people under the same umbrella, now we can both be selling to people at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We can split the costs, we can split the risk. And the idea for this business was that there was a gent that was selling goslos for 10 rand. So once I saw that, I was like, no, bro. I need some of that, bro. But can we hit on that price? Not really. Who's gonna go outside of school just for goslos, dog? You'd rather pay that 4 rand, bro. So even if customers come to you like, oh, but so-and-so does it for this much. Oh, but they have a better price. Don't care. You should have gone to them then, bro. You're talking to me, so you're dealing with my prices. Obviously, you won't say it like that, but that's the sentiment. Me personally, I'm not for the runaround, dog. If you want to do the back and forth, we can sign you up for ChatGPT, dog. You know what I'm saying? Can get you on Duolingo or something, bro. That's why you have to team up. I don't have patience for customers. I don't care, bro. I will do what I do. I'll provide my service. I'm not dealing with your nonsense, bro. And that's why I work with homies who are willing to deal with the nonsense. So they tell me, hey, bro, I'll handle the customer affairs. I'll handle the orders and delivery. You just do your, I don't know, graphic design or whatever it is I'm doing on this specific project. That's okay, dog. You need to build a team around your weaknesses. You understand? You need to look at what it is that you're doing and look at the supply chain. You know what I'm saying? From the guy who's going to talk to the customers, who needs to look and smell good and have the right English and be affable, good with people. And then you also need the people that get stuff done behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You need managers that are making sure that trucks are where they need to be, making sure that inventory is not broken, making sure that communication between all the levels is fine, and so on and so forth. You must find out where you fit into this equation. Find where you can exist in the system. You're allowed to do things by yourself. It's just that if you have a team with you, you can spread the costs and you'd have more experience and a greater network than if you were to do it by yourself. Synergy is not soft, it's strategy. It allows you to be everywhere at once without having to know everything. Don't overthink it, bro. Don't think you have to be a McDonald's level business just to sell quartas and guinya to your accommodation mates, you know, to the people in your dorm. I don't know if you know who Wendy's Lemonade is, but they always used to come to our school on sports days and festivals. You'd never see them anywhere else. They don't have a physical location, but they'd pull through to the festivals, dog. And it was always a vibe because that thing was frozen solid. So you'd buy one in the morning and you'd still have ice halfway through the day. It was perfect, bro. So as much as, yeah, you could have gotten a Coke or an iced tea, Wendy's Lemonade, dog. It's part of the experience, you feel me? And that's what you need to do for your customers. You need to make yourself bigger than just, hey, let me sell you this thing. You know what I'm saying? You need to be part of a moment, an experience. You need to be a vibe. It's why when you watch these movies, they're not gonna go, hey, pass me the Lay's chips. No, bro. You're gonna see it in the background somewhere, dog. It's not gonna be in the foreground. You're not supposed to think about it. You're just supposed to register it subconsciously. It's supposed to show up later when you're doing your grocery shopping for the week. You know what I'm saying? You've just picked up your chicken, some pasta, some cream, and then, oh, that pack of Doritos looks really good. You feel me, bro? So if you're still in school, read up on sociology, bro. Read up on the humanities, read up on consumer psychology, understand their behavior, understand their struggles, bro. For instance, the younger people, they don't really have places to go that aren't already asking them for a whole bunch of money. So that's an opportunity. My boys and I, we have a group chat, bro. We rent out a football field every single week. Everyone pays their 50 Rand for the week. We put it together, 2 hours of play. Beautiful. And since there's so many of us, oftentimes we have more than enough, and then we can put the overflow towards the next week. And Oaks have been doing that for years as well. We're going on year 7 now, bro. So from a personal finance perspective, you could spend 700 to 1,000 per month on gym fees, or you could join a run club. You could join a football group. You know what I'm saying? Netball, skateboarding. Guys, you're in university. People are active. You can find something to do.